Hello, I'm Stützel from Germany, and as the singing technique is just getting more popular on YouTube and Facebook and somewhere on the internet, and I've kind of searched for it and tried to figure out how it works for many years, and I also found something I believe actually one day I had some idea that put everything that I already knew together in the right way, and from that day on I was able to sing like that without ever practicing. And I think it's because I understood the physiology and the physics of it. And it's the kind of short description how this works. You can actually find it in not only in Mongolia, where the most known examples are, but also in Africa and Mali, different places on the earth. I have heard examples of this. I also heard children do it unconscious a lot, even my own child. And Bulgarian women do something similar, but not like flute imitation, but they do just a high. And some Indians also do something similar. Okay, so this is actually something very natural and normal, and it happens everywhere, but no one is talking about it, and it actually contains a lot of interesting thoughts and knowledge for other things if you go deeper. And now this is just a short version. I was actually thinking then about flute acoustics and holes. Actually, it's not so much about flutes, it's about the principle of how finger holes work on any instrument. Could be actually a saxophone or clarinet, or other instruments would be closer to what happens here in a flute, but it doesn't matter, it's a finger hole. So what happens, how does the flute, if it produces a sound here, know if I open and close something here? Somehow the air column here that changes its pitch when I open and close something here, which is also an interesting thing how that happens, controls the tone production that happens here. So they kind of, the vibration is only there because of the tone production, but the vibration here controls the pitch of the tone production. That's kind of a vicious circle thing that I should talk more about to make it clear perhaps for some people. Others know that anyway. So a finger hole could only change the color of the sound, like the overtones. If I, for example, sing in here and do depends, it actually can become overtone singing, like it changes the overtones, and it's like a color change, or like a vocal change of like ooh, e or something, or something is closer and then it gets opener and that changes the sound. The closest thing we have in our language and mouth is a L, which is not totally closed. There's something open on the sides of an L here and here, and then the whole thing goes open. And that actually changes something similar in this sound color, but I can also make the finger holes change not only the color of the sound, but also the pitch of my voice. Almost no one knows that. I discovered that someday after thinking that it should be possible, and I have never heard someone talking about that before I told them yet. Like finger when that changes the pitch. And some people may think that's fake, because I can do it with different notes, and it can even sometimes not go up when I open a finger, but it can also go down, like I only move this, and I can feel something change here, but I don't do anything here. To get that, I need a little bit of a different kind of singing. I have my velum closed, the thing that closes the part to the nose. Like if I speak like this, like I have a cold, which I actually have also, that it's closed, yes. And I blow more air than usually, a little. And I sing something close to a falsetto or countertenor voice, actually, even if it's quite low. Not a normal. It's like the upper part of a yodeling. I can even make the yodel happen by this sometimes if I search for it. And it can pull the note down, actually, because one of the notes that the fingering changes between for this air column gets close enough to get a resonance with my voice and pull it closer to it, no matter which direction that is. And the other one is too far away.